Hello, guys, and welcome to our Park to Prem on Football Manager 2023 this year. We always do a non-league to the Premiership save, and that tends to be the main focus of the game, really. So this year's team, we've gone as Scarborough Athletic. I think when we were looking between the teams, funnily enough, the match here, Scarborough Athletic versus Peterborough Sports, was actually the toss of the coin almost of the team who we go as. And to be honest, Peterborough Sports have probably not had a great season so far. So we're up to December, so about halfway point. We're first, surprisingly. Although we have bought in some signings. So really, I just want to run through the team and what sort of setup we had. So I think Scarborough are better than Peterborough Sports. I think we were predicted to finish. We were in the relegation zone originally, but if we look at the league now, you will see that we've suddenly moved up to fourth place. And these are the players that we've taken out. So we sent this guy out on loan who was in our youth setup, or the reserves I think he was in. And James Cadman, he just wasn't going to get any games for us, so we sold him on a free. So the team we have got is, well, maybe I should show you on the tactics page, and just put in these players. So, I mean, striker-wise, we didn't really have a lot of choice. It was a toss between two strikers. We do need more depth in strike, to be fair. But we've got Jake Charles, who kind of rotates in and out of the team. So he's got 4 goals so far this season. And Michael Coulson, who 34 years old. He's obviously one of our senior players. I think I've made him captain, but I can't remember. But I know he's one of the leaders anyway up there. But he wants to become a coach, so we'll probably bring him on as a coach when he retires. It's saying he's a fringe player, might be past his best. But I mean, so far this season, he's got 14 goals, 2 assists, and 20 appearances, and I believe he's the top goal scorer. Actually, no, he's not. Okay, he's off the pace. He's down. He's here. He's joint 5th or 6th, so he's not doing too badly for us. I mean, we could probably do with a more prolific striker maybe than him, but then we've also been getting a lot of goal contribution from our wingers. So Daniel Bramall plays on the right hand side for us. I mean, so far he's got 6 assists and 9 goals. So he's got more goals than assists on the wing, which, I mean, that kind of shows you why we are where we are in the table, because our wingers are just banging in goals for the fun of it. Similar for Colville. I can't remember which way around I played them now, if I played them on the left or the right. But I know that Bramall does play. I think Bramall plays there, and Hassan Yari plays there. So we got also Hassan Yari. He's on loan from Sheffield United. A very good player. 8 goals, 3 assists in central midfield. And, I mean, the downside is his contract expires on the 3rd of January because he's only on loan. So once he's gone, we're going to have nobody. Well, I say we've got nobody, but I did actually buy somebody recently. So I bought Jamie Thomas on a free. So he's a 25-year-old Welsh central attacking midfielder. I would probably play him as an attacking playmaker. And I mean, his stats wise, he's not quite as good as Yari, but if we compare the two together, you'll see that he's a lot more of a rounded player. So like his attacking wise, he's actually better. Technical he's the same. Vision he's better. Aerial he's better. Mental he's better. Or sorry, mental he's the same. Defensively not so good, but then why would I need an attacking midfielder to go defend? Speed wise, he's not as quick, but that's not really a problem for the position he's in. And physical wise, he's got the same. So for me, he slots into that team quite nicely, and I think, when Ayari goes in January, we're going to use him up until January, so we've got him for another month. But then I think we are going to bring in um, Jamie Thomas into that position. I think he was at Halifax, but he didn't play last season that many games. So I mean, he's played 6 games for us so far. He's not scored any goals. Has he made any assists? He's had 2 assists. So he's not really found his footing yet, but he's getting there. I mean, he's had good cup runs. So he's had 2 goals in the cup, FA Trophy, and he's had 1 goal in the FA Cup. So for me, he's kind of on the periphery, but when Ayari goes, he's going to come more into that game. Um, so defensively wise, we'll just move back a bit. So we've gone through these 4. So that's our front 4. I mean, between them, I think they've got about 30 goals between them. So 14, 8, 8, and 8. So yeah, somewhere just over 30 goals between them. In midfield, I need to just change this because that's not actually how we play. So these are our players that we play in these positions. I can't remember who Ashley Jackson is. No, he doesn't play. So we play in midfield. Maloney, he's had 3 goals and 7 assists, so he's been more of a creative player more than anything. So he's a deep line playmaker. I think we play him as a box-to-box midfielder, just because he gets forward and obviously he likes to put in the assists and the passes. And then we've got Kieran Glynn, who's another player who he's meant to play wing, but I've played him more further back in midfield. And so far he's had 2 goals and 3 assists and 11 appearances, so not the best. Normally I tend to rotate him around with this guy, Dom Tier, who's pretty average as well. Or we've got Brad Plant as well, but he's not really played that many games. To be honest, I'm looking to shift Plant and Heslop as well. He's getting on. He's 35 years old. He won't join. He's starting a bit of a rift with the team, to be honest. He won't leave the team. He won't. Literally, I can't get rid of him. Tried selling him. Somebody put an offer in. He won't accept the salary. So I need to try and get him moved on, if anything. Um, I think it's Ryan Watson's the other guy that we play in midfield. So normally we play him in a ball winning midfield role. But yeah, I mean he's not done badly either. He's had 1 goal and 3 assists in that role. So it was quite a weak team. I think defensively we've probably got one of the best defences in the league though. So in the transfer window, you probably saw that I bought in this guy, Jack Lee. So he was playing at Sheffield Wednesday in their youth team for quite a long time, between 2015 and 2020. He hasn't played for any team since then, so he's had quite a long time out of the game. But we took a chance on him and brought him in. He's had 19 appearances, 1 goal, which I think was a header from a set piece, from what I remember. Does it tell you clean sheets? I don't think it does tell you their clean sheets, does it, on here? Might be something you have to bring in, I think. I've not done this in a while, so I can't remember where it tells you. Passes completed. I mean, his passing could be better, I guess. I don't think it does tell you clean sheets. But we pair basically Lee up with this chap, Bailey Gooder. He is sensational. Like, probably one of our best players. He's wanted by all these teams who are in League Two. So I mean, he's obviously good enough to play in League Two level. The thing between the Vanarama National League North and the Vanarama National is I don't feel like there's a lot of difference in quality. So it's quite easy to step up to these leagues. League Two, you probably need a little bit more to get the promotion places, but to survive, there's not a lot of difference either, as long as you have a top player. So, I mean, he's had 1 goal and 1 assist as well. He's been sensational for us. Like, easily probably our best player this season is Gouda in centre back. Um, and then I'd probably say Ayari. I don't know actually. I'd probably have to say Colville. Colville's been really good for us. Um, Coulson's been okay, but I still need more goals out of a striker. So that might be something we look to bring in maybe soonish if there's a striker that comes up. Just because, I look at Jake Charles and he's not really got, other than his physicals, which are fairly average, his mentals aren't that great and his technicals aren't that great either. So I think I probably do need to bring in a striker who, is just easily going to come in and score goals. I could even potentially push this guy, Jamie Thomas, into strike, but I don't really want to play him in that role. I bought him in to replace Ayari after his loan because I realised his loan is actually only for, well, for half a season and then he's gone. The other chat we've got on right back is Kieran Weleji. He's actually a pretty decent right back. Like he's actually had some decent goals for us. Um, so yeah, I quite highly rate him. It says he's a fringe player, but I mean he's done the job for us, and he's got this good link up play with Colville, and then similarly on this side with Burton, he's 19 years old, so he's still very young. Um, he's got a lot of potential, but he's decent as well down that left side. And then goalkeeper, we've got Cracknell, Joe Cracknell. Um, he's fairly solid for the league. I think he's good for our league. Is there anyone to really point out in the subs? Matt Bancroft not even played a game. I don't think he's played one or two. Kitchen doesn't really play. As I said, Charles comes in as a sub. Thomas will replace Ayari, so comes in as a sub as well. Will Thornton, he's a defender. I can't remember. He's not bad. He comes in and does a job. Ryan Watson obviously normally plays in midfield quite a lot. Heslop we want to get rid of, so if anyone wants to buy him, please do. Dom Tier, not really that great. And Brad Plant is looking for a loan out of here. In terms of the team, this is what I told you. So yeah, in terms of our actual team, I mean, I think Coulson is captain. But yeah, we've got fairly decent setup, I think. So we won the Vanarama National League. When was that? Oh, so this is the old Scarborough team. I didn't realise that. I've learnt something new about this team. So they've actually won quite a lot over the years, but I think they had to rebrand. So there was like this massive decline from here, where they fell into the Counties League, which I'm guessing, to go from here to there. I'm assuming that there's been some kind of financial review or something that went on. Um, I'm not sure. Does it normally tell you like history and stuff? Club background. Founded in 2007, Scarborough Athletic are a semi-professional club currently playing in the Vanarama. Historically, Scarborough Athletic have also been known as Scarborough. Scarborough Athletic put their place in the Vanarama by winning promotion from last season. So we won promotion last season. The club played at Flamingo Land Stadium. Yeah, we're sponsored by Flamingo Land. We're known as the Sea Dogs, hence why we've got the seagull in the badge. They've had a 9-star barren spell, have not won a competition since 2013. The club have a history of which they can be justly proud. Scarborough Athletic won the English Fifth League in 1987 and won the FA Trophy in 1973, 1976 and 1977. Jesus Christ, it's ages ago. They finished runners-up in 1973 in the English 7th tier, and they won the Conference League Cup in 1984. So yeah, we've got probably, we're not going to have a best 11, are we? But I think where we have to improve our team at the moment is we need a striker that's going to score lots of goals for us reliably. Defensively, I think we're okay, but maybe just make a few sort of. I mean, at the minute we haven't got a lot of depth. You can see that. Like, this is our team. I'm not even scrolling. That is the team. So if we look at squad planner, this is our team. And if we look at next season, we haven't got many of these tied down to long-term contracts, which obviously you would understand in this league. But yeah, I mean, we just need some more depth, really, don't we? Like, we need probably a decent left back, a decent right back. I think we need a decent wingers are probably okay. Maybe a decent midfielder in here, somebody who's good, because Malone is probably the best player in midfield at the moment. But we need somebody who can step up with him. So striker, midfielder, left back, right back. I mean, defensively, I think we're okay with Jackley and Gouda. Depends how long they stay. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. So that's the team. That's where we're at. I'll be doing some more videos, but currently we are first. So we're quite dominant in this league. I think a lot of it's been to do with the two signings that I made. So bringing in Lee in that centre back role, and Jamie Thomas. So they're the only two signings I've actually made. So this is very much, the first team that we're working with. But yeah, we'll see how things go, and I'll do some update videos on highlights and how things are progressing, where the team's going. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to share today. So make sure you tune in for the next video that I post, where I'll show you some update. Maybe I'll do another one when I make more signings. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.